Well, hello again, everyone. It's Chris Rubio, uh, as the title on the channel says. So the challenge. Uh, have you ever had a situation where you were absolutely certain about something, and you were like, "I know this is what it is. This is what it's going to be," or I got this whole situation figured out, or this is what these people think, or this is what the problem is. And then someone says to you, "Sounds good. Have you ever thought of this?" And you go, "Oh, oh, all right. Uh, you might have a point." Um, a friend of mine once said to me, "Challenge your assumptions," and that has rung and bounced around in my head a number of times. I've even said it back to him more than once. Most most recently, well, often in the past couple of years. But challenging your assumptions is a good thing to do, because we go on these knee-jerk reactions to things. That's a this, or that person is that, as I've said before. Um, and if we would just stop and think and say, okay, I really believe this, but am I certain? I mean, it ties into the idea of asking yourself why you believe what you believe, but also challenging the what you automatically think about something is, I think, not only healthy these days, but necessary. The only way, I think, that we're going to find our way out of this divisiveness and, frankly, lunacy that's going on in our country, the only way we're going to find peace in our country is first finding peace within ourselves. First, getting our own heads straight, challenging what we think we know about things, and maybe then finding out, yeah, that we were right all along, or we still think that we're right. But unless we start to question ourselves, unless we start to focus our efforts on fixing ourselves, then all the screaming and yelling and marching and shouting and flaming online or dunking or whatever else you want to call it is not going to get us anywhere except more turmoil and more pain and more strife and eventually more unrest, and people going to get hurt and possibly more people killed. So, but that's a reason for hope, I would say, because you can change yourself. You can't, as we all know, can't change other people, but you can change yourself. You can change the way you react to things. You can step back and say, okay, is this situation as bad as I'm making out? Am I catastrophizing? Which is a new word, but a very apt word these days, because everything is, it's the end, it's the end. Well, maybe it's not the end. Maybe we need to step back and grow up and say, okay, let's see the situation as it is, but not worse than it is. Can I be the adult in the room? Can I check myself? Um, and I think that is a reason for hope, because we can do that if we choose to. So I'm Chris Rubio, asking you to please think it over.